In the world of automotive manufacturing, few names are as iconic as Nissan. The company has been a fixture in the industry for more than a century, and its cars are beloved by millions of drivers around the world. But what many people don't know is that the company was founded by a poor Japanese boy with a dream. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the incredible story of how this boy, named Masujiro Hashimoto, created Nissan. Early life and struggles. Masujiro Hashimoto was born on December 3, 1881, in a small village called Shizuoka, located in the central part of Japan. His family was poor and struggled to make ends meet, but Hashimoto was a curious child with a natural aptitude for mechanics and engineering. As a young boy, he would often tinker with machines and take them apart to understand how they worked. Despite his interest in mechanics, Hashimoto was not able to receive a formal education in the field due to his family's financial situation. Instead, he had to work odd jobs to support himself and his family. He worked as an apprentice at a bicycle repair shop and later moved to Tokyo to work in a factory that produced machinery for the textile industry. It was during his time in Tokyo that Hashimoto became interested in gasoline-powered engines. He saw the potential for these engines to revolutionize the transportation industry, and he began experimenting with ways to make them more efficient and powerful. However, he faced numerous challenges in his pursuit of this dream. One major obstacle was the lack of resources and funding. Hashimoto had to work multiple jobs to support his research and development efforts, and he often had to scavenge for parts and materials to build his engines. He also faced resistance from the Japanese government, which was skeptical of the potential of gasoline-powered engines and preferred to focus on more traditional modes of transportation, such as horse-drawn carriages. Despite these challenges, Hashimoto persevered and continued to work on his engines. His hard work paid off in 1904 when he built his first gasoline-powered engine, which he used to power a small boat. This success gave him the confidence and motivation to continue his work, and he began to focus on building gasoline-powered automobiles. In 1910, Hashimoto founded a company called Quaishinsha, which specialized in the production of small gasoline engines. He worked tirelessly to develop a reliable and affordable automobile, and in 1914, Quaishinsha produced its first car, the DAT. The car was an instant success, and it helped to establish Quaishinsha as a leading manufacturer of automobiles in Japan. Despite his success, Hashimoto never forgot the struggles he faced in his early life. He remained committed to using his success to help others, and he was known for his generosity and philanthropy. He established a number of charitable organizations, including the Hashimoto Foundation, which provided financial assistance to students studying science and engineering. Overall, the early life and struggles of Masujiro Hashimoto shaped him into the determined and hardworking individual that he was. His passion for mechanics and engineering, combined with his perseverance and dedication, helped him overcome numerous obstacles and achieve his dream of creating a world-class automotive company. The birth of Nissan. In 1928, Quaishinsha merged with two other Japanese automakers, Jitsuyo Jidosha Co. and Tobata Casting Co. to form a new company called Nissan Motor Co. Limited. The company was named after the first two letters of the three companies, and it was headquartered in Yokohama, Japan. The merger brought together the expertise and resources of the three companies, and Nissan quickly established itself as a leading manufacturer of automobiles in Japan. The company's first car under the Nissan brand was the Datsun Type 15, which was introduced in 1935. During World War II, Nissan shifted its focus to producing military equipment for the Japanese government. After the war, the company faced numerous challenges, including a devastated economy, a shortage of resources, and increased competition from other Japanese automakers. Despite these challenges, Nissan continued to innovate and expand its product line. In 1958, the company introduced the Datsun 1000, which was the first car to be exported from Japan to the United States. The car was well received, and it helped to establish Nissan as a global brand. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, Nissan continued to grow and expand its product line. The company introduced a number of innovative technologies, including the first Japanese sports car, the Fairlady, and the first Japanese luxury car, the Nissan President. In the 1980s, Nissan faced financial difficulties due to a number of factors, including a global recession and increased competition from other automakers. In 1999, the company entered into a partnership with French automaker Renault, which helped to revive the company's fortunes. Expansion and growth. During the 1960s and 1970s, Nissan underwent a period of rapid expansion and growth. The company continued to introduce innovative technologies and expand its product line, which helped to establish it as a major player in the global automotive industry. One of the keys to Nissan's success during this period was its focus on exports. In the 1960s, the company began exporting cars to other countries, including the United States, where the Datsun 1000 was well received. Nissan continued to expand its exports throughout the 1970s, and by the end of the decade, the company was exporting more cars than any other Japanese automaker. In addition to expanding its exports, Nissan also invested heavily in research and development. The company introduced a number of innovative technologies during this period, including the world's first electronically controlled fuel injection system and the first Japanese sports car, the Fairlady. Nissan's growth and expansion continued throughout the 1980s as the company introduced new models and expanded its global reach. However, the company also faced financial difficulties during this period, due in part to a global recession and increased competition from other automakers. In the late 1990s, Nissan entered into a partnership with French automaker Renault, which helped to revive the company's fortunes. The partnership, which involved Renault acquiring a controlling stake in Nissan, allowed the companies to share technology, resources, and expertise. Under the leadership of Carlos Ghosn, who became CEO of Nissan in 2001, the company underwent a major turnaround. Ghosn implemented a number of reforms, including streamlining the company's operations and cutting costs. He also invested heavily in new technologies, including electric and autonomous vehicles. Challenges and setbacks. Despite its rapid expansion and growth, Nissan faced a number of challenges and setbacks throughout its history. One of the biggest challenges was the global recession of the 1980s, which hit the automotive industry hard. Nissan was also faced with increased competition from other automakers, particularly from South Korea. In addition, the company faced a number of financial difficulties throughout the 1990s. In 1999, Nissan reported its first annual loss in more than 50 years, due in part to a strong yen and sluggish sales. In response to these challenges, Nissan entered into a partnership with French automaker Renault in 1999. While the partnership ultimately proved successful, it faced a number of challenges in its early years, including cultural differences and resistance from some Nissan executives. In 2018, Nissan faced a major setback when its chairman, Carlos Ghosn, was arrested in Japan on charges of financial misconduct. Ghosn, who had been credited with turning around the company's fortunes in the early 2000s, was accused of underreporting his income and misusing company funds. The scandal rocked Nissan and raised questions about the company's leadership and corporate culture. In response, Nissan implemented a number of reforms, including changes to its governance structure and increased transparency. Despite these challenges, Nissan has continued to thrive and innovate. The company remains a major player in the global automotive industry with a reputation for quality and innovation. With a renewed focus on electric and autonomous vehicles, Nissan is well positioned to continue its success in the years ahead. Legacy and impact. The legacy and impact of Nissan's founder, Yoshisuke Kawa, are still felt today. Kawa's vision and leadership were instrumental in the company's early success and laid the foundation for its growth and expansion in the decades that followed. Under Kawa's leadership, Nissan became one of the largest automakers in the world and helped to establish Japan as a major player in the global automotive industry. Kawa was a visionary leader who believed in the power of innovation and was not afraid to take risks in order to achieve success. Kawa's commitment to innovation and quality helped to establish Nissan as a brand known for its reliability and innovation. The company's focus on exports and its ability to adapt to changing market conditions also contributed to its success. Today, Nissan is one of the largest automakers in the world, with a global presence and a reputation for innovation and quality. The company continues to invest in new technologies with a focus on electric and autonomous vehicles. Aikawa's legacy also extends beyond Nissan. He was a pioneer in the Japanese business world and helped to establish the country's reputation as a hub of innovation and technological advancement. His vision and leadership continue to inspire entrepreneurs and business leaders around the world. Conclusion. The story of Masujiro Hashimoto and Nissan is a testament to the power of vision and determination. Despite facing numerous obstacles and setbacks, Hashimoto never gave up on his dream of creating a world-class automotive company. Today, Nissan is a global brand that is recognized and respected by millions of people around the world, and its success is a testament to the legacy of its founder. Thanks for joining me today to learn about the incredible story of Masujiro Hashimoto. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more great content.